Hello, Jackie.
Today I'm going to teach you how to create a Spotify music playlist and add music to the playlist. I know that you love to listen to music on Spotify, but wouldn't it be great to learn how to store your favorite songs in one place that would be easy to access?
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm going to show you. I hope that this will make listening to music on Spotify even more enjoyable for you. In order to successfully learn how to make a Spotify playlist on your own and add music to it, you will need to listen to and watch me carefully. If you do so, you will be rewarded in the end with being able to listen to your favorite music on Spotify. During today's lesson, I need you to keep your eyes on my demonstration and me, and make sure to listen closely. Brian, what should you keep your eyes on?
Your demonstration and you.
Great! And Brian, how should you listen?
Closely.
Perfect! I also want you to answer my questions out loud. How do I want you to answer my questions?
Out loud.
Nice listening, Brian. Brian, I'm going to ask you a few review questions. Where can you find the computer, keyboard, and mouse?
In the new room on the desk.
Great! Now I want us to review the basics of using Spotify. What icon should you click on the desktop to start up Spotify?
The green icon on the dock or the desktop.
Perfect! The green Spotify icon. And Brian, when you click on the Spotify icon, what information do you need to log into your account?
My username and password.
Nice job remembering, Brian. I think we are ready to begin. Brian, I want you to listen very carefully. I am going to tell you the steps in creating a Spotify playlist. Ready to listen?
I'm ready.
First, find and click on the New Playlist button on the sidebar. Second, underneath the New Playlist button, an icon with the words New Playlist highlighted in blue will appear. With the words New Playlist highlighted in blue, you will then use the keyboard to type letters to name your new playlist. Third, once you have typed in a name for your playlist, click the Enter button on the keyboard to create the playlist. Fourth, use the search bar to search for a song you want to listen to using the keyboard and mouse. Fifth, click the Enter button on the keyboard to bring you to the song. Sixth, when you find a song you want, click on the song title and drag and drop it into the playlist you created on the sidebar. Finally, double-click on your new playlist title on the sidebar to see and listen to all the music and songs you have added to your playlist. You can repeat the last steps until you have all the music you want in the playlist you have created. Nice job listening, Brian. Now, Brian, I will repeat the steps slowly again as I demonstrate. I need you to listen and watch carefully. Ready?
I'm ready.
First, find and click on the New Playlist button on the sidebar. Right here.
Okay.
Second, underneath the New Playlist button, an icon with the words New Playlist highlighted in blue will appear. Right here, New Playlist is highlighted in blue. With the words New Playlist highlighted in blue, you will then use the keyboard to type letters to name your playlist. I'm going to name my playlist Christmas. Third, once you have typed in a name for your playlist, click the Enter button on the keyboard to create the playlist. You're going to click the Enter button. Now my playlist is created on the sidebar. Fourth, use the search bar to search for a song you want to listen to using the keyboard and mouse. I'm going to go up to the search bar and type in a song I want to listen to. I'm going to type in Frosty the Snowman. Fifth, click the Enter button on the keyboard to bring you to the song. I'm going to click the Enter button on the keyboard. When you find the song you want, click on the song title and drag and drop it into the playlist you created on the sidebar. I'm going to choose Frosty the Snowman by the Beach Boys. So I'm going to click on the title and drag and drop it into my new playlist titled Christmas. Finally, I can double click on the playlist title on the sidebar to see and listen to all the songs I have added to my playlist. Double click. You can listen to the music now that you have added to your playlist.
One of my favorites.
Brian, great job watching my demonstration and listening. Can you repeat the process with me?
Okay.
First, find and click on the new playlist button on the sidebar. Second, underneath the new playlist button, an icon with the words New Playlist highlighted in blue will appear. With the words New Playlist highlighted in blue, you will then use the keyboard to type letters to name your playlist. Third, once you have typed in a name for the playlist, click the Enter button on the keyboard to create the playlist. Fourth, use the search bar to search for a song you want to listen to, using the keyboard and mouse.
And the mouse.
Fifth, click the search bar
to enter.
Fifth, click the Enter button on the keyboard to bring you to the song. Sixth, when you find a song you want, click on the song title and drag and drop it into the playlist you created on the sidebar. Finally, double-click on your new playlist title on the sidebar to see and listen to all of the songs you have added to your playlist. Wow, amazing listening and remembering, Brian. Do I find and click on the new playlist button on the sidebar first? Yes. How do I know? Because this is the first step in creating a Spotify playlist. Do I give a name to my new Spotify playlist? Yes. How do I know? Because I need to name the playlist so that I can easily identify it every time I use Spotify. Do I leave the name of the playlist as New Playlist? No. How do I know? Because I need to rename the playlist so that I can easily identify it every time I use Spotify. Do I press the Enter button on the computer after I have typed in the name of my new playlist? Yes. How do I know? Because this will create my new playlist for me. Do I search for songs I want to add to my playlist in the search bar? Yes. How do I know? Because the search bar will bring you straight to the song you are looking for. Do I click the Shift button on the keyboard when I finish typing in the song title in the search bar? No. How do I know? Because I click the Enter button on the keyboard to search for the song I want. When I get to the song I want, do I just click on it? No. How do I know? Because I have to click the song title and drag and drop it into my new playlist on the sidebar to add the song to my new playlist. Last, do I click the playlist title once on the sidebar to see and listen to the songs I have added to the playlist? No. How do I know? Because I double click on the playlist title on the sidebar to see and listen to the songs I've added to the playlist. Brian, I'm going to ask you some questions now. Brian, do I click on the New Playlist button first to create my playlist?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because this is the first step in order to create your new playlist.
Good. Clicking the New Playlist button is the first step to creating a playlist. Brian, when the words New Playlist appear highlighted in blue, do you leave it named as New Playlist?
No.
How do you know?
Because I need to assign a name to that so that I can look back at it later on.
Great job! You want to assign a name to the playlist to make it easier to locate the playlist when you use it. Brian, do you search for songs you want to add to your playlist in the search bar?
Yes.
Good! How do you know?
Because this is the next step in order to add songs to my playlist.
Great! Brian, this searching for songs in the search bar also helps you to bring you directly to the song that you are looking for. So Brian, how else can the search bar help you?
It can help me by bringing me directly to the song that I want to add to my playlist.
Perfect, Brian. When you get to the song you want to add to your playlist, do you just click on the song title?
No.
How do you know?
I have to take the song title and drag and drop it into the proper playlist in order to add it to the playlist that I want to use later on.
Wow, Brian. When you finish creating your playlist name and finish typing in the song title in the search bar, do you press the Shift button on the keyboard?
No, you press the Enter button.
Good job, Brian. You click the Enter button on the keyboard when creating a playlist and searching for songs. Brian, do I click on the playlist 3 times to see and listen to the songs I've added to my playlist?
No.
How do you know?
You just click on it twice.
Good job, Brian. You double click on the playlist title in the sidebar to see and listen to songs you have added to the playlist.
That's my favorite part.
Brian, I can tell you are really paying attention and pretty excited to create your own Spotify playlist. I think you are ready to start creating your own playlist.
Oh, wow.
Brian, I am going to remind you of the steps to create a Spotify playlist, so listen carefully. After, it will be your turn to create a Spotify playlist.
I can't wait.
Here are the steps. First, find and click on the New Playlist button on the sidebar. Second, underneath the New Playlist button, an icon with the words New Playlist highlighted in blue will appear. With the words New Playlist highlighted in blue, you will then use the keyboard to type letters to name your playlist. Third, once you have typed in a name for your playlist, click the Enter button on the keyboard to create the playlist. Fourth, use the search bar to search for a song you want to listen to using the keyboard and mouse. Fifth, click the Enter button on the keyboard to bring you to the song. Sixth, when you find a song you want, click on the song title and drag and drop it into the playlist you have created on the sidebar. Finally, double-click on your new playlist title on the sidebar to see and listen to all of the songs you have added to your playlist. Great listening. Now I want you to create a Spotify playlist. Ready?
I'm ready. Would you like me to start from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
Brian, what is the first step?
First, I click on the green Spotify list down here.
First, you click on the new playlist.
Oh, first I click on the new playlist button here on the sidebar.
How do you know?
Because that is the first step in order to create my own playlist.
Perfect, Brian. Now that you have clicked on the new playlist button, what do you do next?
Next, I type. Let me make this bigger. Next, I type in the name of the new playlist. For this particular playlist, I'm going to name it James Taylor.
Good job, Brian. You're going to rename the playlist by typing a name on the keyboard. Just to be clear, do you leave the playlist titled New Playlist?
No, you do not.
How do you know?
Because in order to look at this for the playlist later on, I need to name it something that I will be able to remember.
Great job, Brian. After you have typed in the playlist name on the keyboard, what is next?
I press the Enter key.
Right. How do you know?
Because that is the next step in order to set my name for my playlist.
Good job. Pressing the Enter button will help you create your playlist. After you have typed in and entered the playlist title, do you start listening to music?
No, there's no music for me to listen to.
Good. How do you know?
Because I have not added any music to the playlist.
Right, you still have to add songs to your playlist. So Brian, what is the next step to start adding songs to the playlist?
I go into the search bar at the very top.
And then what?
And then I type in the name of a song I really like the song Mexico by James Taylor.
Great, Brian. How do you know that you will use the search bar to type in the name of a song you want to add to the playlist?
That is the next step in order for me to find a song to add to my playlist.
And what will the search bar help you to do?
It will help me to find the exact song that I want to add to my playlist.
Perfect job, Brian. After you have typed in the title, do you press the escape button on the keyboard?
No.
How do you know?
I press the enter button, which I will demonstrate right now.
Good job, Brian. You press the enter button on the keyboard. Once you have searched for the song and it appears on your screen, what is the next step?
I search for the song in the list that is provided, and I drag and drop James Taylor, Mexico, right here to the James Taylor playlist.
Great job. You click on the song title and drag and drop it into the playlist you've created. How do you know that this is your next step?
In order to add songs to my playlist, I need to drag and drop them into the playlist that I want them in.
Nice work. Last, do you double click on the playlist title in the sidebar to see and listen to the songs you have added to your playlist?
Yes!
How do you know?
Because this is the final step in order to listen to the songs that I've added to my playlist.
Good work. The last step in creating and adding music to a Spotify playlist is to double click on the playlist title in the sidebar to see and listen to music you have added to your playlist.
May I demonstrate?
Sure. Nice job. Brian, how would you add another song to the playlist?
Well, I would go ahead and repeat the steps. Would you like me to demonstrate or explain?
Sure, demonstrate and explain.
Okay, so in order to add another song to the playlist, I will keep the same James Taylor playlist, go up top, and I'm going to put in another song that I like by James Taylor, Sweet Baby James. And then I am going to click the Enter key. After I click the Enter key, I am going to search for James Taylor's song in the list here. He is the first one on the list, and I am going to drag that over to the James Taylor playlist that I have created here. At that point, I now have the James Taylor song in my playlist. I have the next step that I can do is double click here, and it will play either song. I can move to the next song, which is Sweet Baby James, and play that as well.
Wow, great work, Brian. You have created a Spotify playlist. You can repeat the last step to add as many songs as you want to your playlist. Brian, you have done such a fantastic job of learning how to create a Spotify playlist. You must really be excited about listening to your favorite music on Spotify.
I am.
Now that you have done such a great job creating a playlist, can you remind me of the steps it takes to create a playlist and add songs to it?
First, you click on the New Playlist button in the sidebar. Next, there will be a blue bar that pops up underneath the New Playlist button in the sidebar. Here, you type in whatever you would like to name your new playlist. Next, you hit the Enter key to create that playlist. There will be no music in there yet, so you cannot go ahead and listen to the music.
Great job.
The next step is to go into the search bar that is at the very top of the playlist on Spotify. In this search bar, you use the keyboard and the mouse in order to type in your song that you would like to listen to. Once you've typed in your song, you hit the Enter key on the keyboard.
Great job.
Once you hit this Enter key on the keyboard, then you go ahead and see a list of music. You drag and drop the exact song that you would like from this playlist, from this set of music, into your desired playlist. Once you've dragged and dropped it into that playlist, you can now double click on that playlist that you have created and listen to the song that you wanted to listen to.
Wow, Brian. You have shown me you truly understand how to create a Spotify playlist and add music to it. Remember, you can create unlimited playlists and add as many songs as you want to your playlist by following the same sequence of directions. What great work!
Thank you, Jackie. This is going to be great for my future life.
Okay, Brian. Learning how to create a Spotify playlist is a very useful tool since you love listening to music so much. It is an easy way for you to keep all of your favorite music stored in one place so that it's easy to access. Learning how to create and add music to a Spotify playlist is an important part of effectively using your Spotify account. You can use the playlists you've created to easily listen to your favorite songs at work, in the car, or at your next party. Now, you may listen to music on Spotify to reward you for a job well done. Delayed retention. Now that you have successfully learned how to create a Spotify playlist, can you tell me what the first step is in creating a Spotify playlist?
The first step is I click on the New Playlist button in the sidebar.
Good work, Brian. Also, how do I look for songs to add to the playlist?
You use the search bar at the top of the Spotify application on your computer.
Good. What tools do you use to use the search bar?
You use your keyboard and mouse.
Perfect. You can use the search bar and keyboard and mouse to search for songs you want to add to your playlist. One more question. When you are done adding one song to your playlist, does your playlist have to be finished?
Absolutely not.
How do you know?
Because I don't just listen to one song, I listen to many.
Right, Brian. You can add as many songs as you want to the playlist by searching the song titles in the search bar and dragging and dropping the song titles into your playlist. Great job, Brian. You are on your way to becoming a pro at creating Spotify music playlists.
High five.